G'day folks, it's Mish here. Today we are going beach metal detecting. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, there's been some storms about, so hopefully it's churned up some goodies for us to find. I've got my 15-inch coil, I've got my big beach scoop today, so without any further ado, let's grab the gear out the car and let's go hunting. Well, hello everyone. I hope you're doing alright wherever you are in the world. I have just arrived at my beach of choice today. Now I was hoping with some recent storm activity it'd be a little bit more eroded than it is. And I can see that the level hasn't changed a lot from the last time I visited it. However, I've noticed this. Now I've literally just arrived on the beach. Might be a bit hard to tell on the camera, but there's actually a little bit of erosion right at the start. So I'm gonna start off here, I think, maybe detect the area immediately below the erosion, and then I'm going to detect some of the obvious spots where people would sit. Now bear in mind it is midwinter in a cold region, no one's been sitting on this beach for months, but again, hopefully with the larger coil today I can punch that little bit deeper, maybe check a few spots that are lower than normal. Alright, enough out of me, let's begin. Alright, I've come across my first target. Now it's actually not too far from where I started, so if I pan you up just a little bit, right about the top of screen there is where I entered this beach. And there's a signal here. Now, I'm sus on it. I'll explain why in a moment. Here's the signal. Right, so we've got a fairly clean sounding 29 to 33, quite deep. Now, why am I sus on it? Okay, again, at the very top of the screen is where I entered. Now what you can't see on the screen is that there's a concrete step nearby. So I'm a little bit suspicious that we've got some infrastructure underneath this sand, and that won't actually be something I can take home. But anyway, we won't know till we dig. I can kind of pinpoint something roughly about here, but we'll start digging. See how many scoops it takes to get to the mystery item. Already starting to get some grunts now that I've broken the sand layer. Still pretty punchy. You know I'm starting off with a can, right? First target of the day is never typically spectacular, but this location is an area where I've pulled up old coins, and what do you know? It's in the pile, so that's promising. I certainly didn't see a can, but you know what? I think I can see a coin, guys. Let's have a look at what's in this. Is it that? Yes, it is that. Oh, I'm going by that size. You know what that means? This is likely going to be silver. Okay, can I see a monarch? I can just make out, I reckon that's King George V. What do we got? Alright, that is an Australian shilling, and I'm pretty well certain that's a 925 silver coin, guys. How's that for a first target? Far out. That 15-inch coil has just paid for itself. Well, not literally, I mean, anyway, you know what I mean, guys. That would have been well out of the depth that you could have reached with the normal Nox coil. I'll give it a little bit of a clean up off camera. I'll see if I can find a year for you. One tick. And we're back, folks. Now I don't have cleaning gear with me, but I gave it just a gentle rub and I've got you a year. We're looking at a 1917 shilling. How is that? I've just gotten here. I found a coin that's 104 years old, 925 silver to boot. That is amazing. All right, let's see if we can do it again, guys. Let's move on. I'm now at the point where I entered the beach. So this is the bit you saw me stumbling down at the start of the video. And I've got a signal here. 16, 17, 18. Again, a bit of depth. And I don't want to hang around at this spot too long because I don't want to impose on anyone entering the beach. That said, it's quite windy, drizzling a little bit. I don't think I'm going to see too many people today. Which, between you and me, I'm not complaining with that. I like a bit of introvert time when I'm detecting. How about you guys? Still definitely down in here. We might pinpoint shortly. Again, just to minimise the amount of sand we're displacing. Getting deep now. Alright, we're out. Straight 17. It's another coin. My guess would be a 50-cent piece. And that's exactly what it is. Green crust and all. 1979 for those playing at home. I won't try and clean that up now, but yep, stock standard 50-cent piece. Still in my little target patch. I actually haven't gone very far, and that's probably testament to this coil because I'm finding things that are out of range of a standard size detector coil. I'm finding a lot more targets condensed in one spot, so that's a good thing. That said, another target. This one's probably the junkiest sounding one I've had so far. So 14, 15 is kind of the common numbers. I'm not too fussed about the iron grunts that I'm getting with the signals because they're so deep. The depth can do wacky things to targets, as we just saw before. It's sounding a little cleaner now. It's still in that kind of pull tab, bottle cappy range. But see, signals changed. 17, 19. I'm still thinking junk. Happy to be proven wrong. Yep, it's junk. First sinker of the day. I say junk, I'll make use of the lead. Yep, that was it in that spot. Let's fill her in. Let's see if we get more than 10 metres away from the start today. Moving on. Oh my god, guys, I've done it again. Alright, shilling was up there somewhere. This signal sounded terrible. I did not turn the camera on, okay? It jumped everywhere from like 1 to 20 to... It just sounded horrible, right? I had to dig really, really far. I'll see if I can give you an idea of how far. If I put my arm down. Alright, I am past my elbow with my fingertips extended. It's, yeah, at least 2 foot deep. And I do have a target. And I've worked out what this target is. Guys, I'm on the silver for a second time. Now this coin is fairly well toasted, but what I can tell you is it's another shilling, and I've got it upside down. It is a 1920 this time. Quite worn down. It's, well, potentially been here the full 100 years. So, wow, that is incredible. I have been over this sand a lot of times too, just with the standard 11-inch coil, sometimes a 6-inch coil if I'm going down towards the rocks. That is phenomenal. Oh, I'm dancing with joy on the inside, guys. Can we do a hat trick? Can we get 3 of them today? I don't know, but I'm sure as heck gonna try. Let's move on. Still in the vicinity of where I started. Really haven't gone far today. Now there's a ghost of a signal here. It's actually pretty hard to find. But I can hear, even though numbers aren't coming up, there's kind of this high pitch tone going off 2 times out of 3. I'm going to have just a bit of an investigation once I can lock down the spot. See if we can find anything here. This is the same hole, guys. I've finished digging, so you can see it's, yeah, about 15-inch deep. We have ourselves a target. Really jumpy in the 20s. I'm thinking maybe a penny with the way that it's fluctuating. We'll see. Could be a nail. Good old copper nails tend to do that to me as well. Looks like I got a coin. Yep. Nothing too special though. That, going by the copper rim, is going to be a 1 cent piece. Certainly is. Alright, 1 cent more than I had a moment ago. On to the next. Now we're starting to move away to different sections of the beach. I'm kind of in a popular sitting area, 15, 16. That sun feels just delightful on my back because while you probably can't hear it with the microphone connected, it's rather windy. It's probably about 40km/h winds right now. So if I didn't have a decent microphone, you would not be able to hear me. Thankfully, the rain is finally holding off. This is sounding worse. Nope, still in there. Dig, dig, dig. Well, at least I'm getting my post-lockdown exercise in, guys. We've been in lockdown for nearly 2 weeks now. Lockdown has finally lifted, so I don't have any time limitation on today's hunt, which is delightful. I am feeling for the folks up in New South Wales who, at the time of recording this, they're in an extended lockdown, so shout out to you guys. Hang in there. Straight 16. There's a coin. And being a 16 and that size, that's going to be 20 cents. There you go. Well, this is a bit of an odd spot for a target, but we'll take it. 9, 10. Quite deep. At those numbers, and given the history in this area, I wouldn't be surprised if this is ammunition. So normally around that range I'd get a 22 caliber shell. They sort of go between 8 and 10, but they sound nice and clear too, which this does. 8, 9. But again, it's gold range. Now we're straight 10, so could be a 5 cent piece. Yeah, I reckon it might be, because that appears to be a coin. Yep, 5 cents. $16, $17. Place your bets, folks. Sounds nice. So what are we thinking? We could have, well, probably not a 20 cent piece. I wouldn't expect a 17 for that. Maybe a 50 cent piece. Maybe, given our luck on the pre-decimals so far, maybe even a little threepence. Maybe junk. But one thing I'm noticing is with these deeper targets, I'm getting less of a ratio of junk, which is nice. A lot more effort to get them. A lot more effort just to swing the coil as well. They're not wrong when they say the 15-inch coil's significantly heavier than the standard. You certainly feel it. All right, 16. Oh, looks like we might have another 20 cent piece. That we do. Nice. I might actually get coffee money off a beach for a change. It has been a very long time since that's been the case. Fantastic. Well, you know what, guys? We're doing so well on good targets today that I'm actually going to dig one that sounds junky. Let's just see what we get, shall we? I've got a very strong -5 here. No positive tones at all. So it might not be a tent peg in this case. It might be one that's really far gone, maybe. As I say, if I'm doing alright, I can afford to dig a couple of iffy signals. Really, really clear. -5. Yeah, alright, I probably should have trusted my instincts on that one. I'm chasing another ghost at the moment, so there is an absolute whisper of a high tone here. Kind of getting random numbers periodically, but it's not strong. And you can probably see a couple of divots in the middle there. I've actually put the pinpointer in and I'm very close to whatever it is. I just don't know what it is. But hopefully we can find out together. Ooh, that is a very promising sign. 21, 22. Goldie, silver, or a sinker. That's a very large sinker to have such a faint tone. Definitely an older one. So we're keeping with the age of the items I've been finding. That's a good thing. Folks, I tried my hardest down on the wet sand, but there's really not the target density down there at the moment. So back up to the dry sand I go. And sure enough, as soon as I get up there, I'm straight back into signals. So this time, sort of a 16 to 18. I must admit, I'm starting to wear out already. I reckon I've been detecting maybe an hour. 17, 18 again. But I'm exhausted. Alright, we do have another coin. And, oh yes, going by that colour, that lovely bluish grey, I reckon we're on another silver, which is, I don't know how well you can see, absolutely paper thin. So it might be another difficult one to ID. Now, given that it was ringing up a 17, 18, going by the size it is, I'm thinking that it is an older sixpence, so a 925 silver variant. Trying to find some sort of recognisable anything. Alright, looks like there might be some lettering there. That one's going to be in the mystery bag for now. Hopefully I can get you an ID. If I can, I'll pop it down there. Sweet! Got a friend. Best part of the hobby. Another deep dig. Another sketchy sound. Target's out. 16, 17. Let's find it. Oh, I love it when it's right on the top. What do we got? Just a 20 cent. I say just. It's all coffee money in the end, right? Nice. Haven't found a gold coin yet. $1 or $2 coin. Not sure if I will find one. A lot of these have been down here a long time and our goldies tend to corrode over time. So, I'll certainly take that. Let's do just a little bit of rock pulling today, guys. The water is absolutely freezing, so I'm certainly not going to hang around here. I do have a signal, and it's right here. So hopefully when I tip this, far to go. Ooh, there is more than one target there. Okay, first target, just a little bullet tip. Let's get rid of that. Just a sinker for the other target. Probably be a few sinkers in the rock pools around here, but I'll have a quick little forage. There's just a couple here where there's not a lot of sand left in them. Normally they're sanded in when I come down here, so it's well worth a look. All right, moving on. Well, there's surprisingly little going on in the rock pools. Maybe someone's been through already. Whoop. Hopefully I don't fall in. But there is some sort of signal under here. Alright, it's going to be right there, whatever it is. Can I see it? Not really. Oh, is it that? It sure is. That is metal. Lead, possibly. No idea what the purpose was. Do you recognise what that could be? Let me know. I'll see if there's any other targets in there, because where you find one target in a rock pool, there's usually more than one. Sure enough. Can I see anything there? Oh, yep, there's a coin. And it's old. Need to just clean it up a little bit. Sorry about the lack of light. What is that? She's pretty far gone. However, I've just worked out that there's a coat of arms on that side, so believe it or not, guys, I found another silver. That is yet another shilling, and I can't quite tell the year, unfortunately, but that appears to be one of the 925 silver variants, one of the older ones. As for a monarch, now that I know which way's up, a bit hard to tell. I'll have a look when I'm home. Oh, fantastic. Well, the rock pool wasn't fully hunted out after all. Amazing. Well guys, my GoPro battery has died, so one might say that I'm screwed. This was in a rock pool just next to where we were. So I might have to look at wrapping up the hunt soon, as I won't be able to film much more. What a cracking day we've had. I know where I'm coming back to. Well guys, that's a wrap for me. I'm running out of energy and my GoPro has run out of battery, so it's definitely time to call the hunt. I'm definitely coming back here. What a cracking day I've had. I'm super grateful and super thankful that I bought that 15-inch coil. It has made an amazing difference to my hunting on these beaches. Can't wait to get it out here again for you guys. If you enjoyed this adventure, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me out a great deal. Stay safe everyone. I'll catch you on my next adventure. Cheers. What a hunt we've had today. I couldn't be any happier.